A cupcake with bright frosting appears against a white background. It hops forward and gasps as it discovers 3 muffin pans that exactly look like braille cells. 7 more brightly colored cupcakes appear. At the whistled command of the original cupcake, hop into the various muffin holes to form the braille letters TBK. The muffin tins are replaced by the Blind Kitchen logo, green braille letters TBK on a white background. Fade to black.
Hello, and welcome to the Blind Kitchen, where everyone gets a seat at the table. I'm your host, Deborah Erickson, and in this episode, we're going to talk about the bag holder. Your bag holder came to you with the arms laying down. In order to use it, I want you to stand it on a surface in front of you and pull the arms upwards towards the ceiling. You'll notice that it sets on a disc-like shape, and it has non-skid material on it. So if you're on a non-porous surface, I'm pushing pretty hard back and forth, and this is staying pretty well stuck. The other thing I want you to notice about the bag holder is it has 2 arms, one on each side. They come out from the disc like in a V shape. And how this works is, whether I'm using a quart-sized bag or a gallon-sized freezer bag, it is going to hold that bag open for me. And it's important to note that you don't want anything thinner than a freezer bag because the thinner ones tend not to be held in place with these particular handles. So why this is so blind friendly is because people with vision loss often have to see with one hand and do the work with the other hand. This is like being given 2 more hands. These arms will hold the bag open for you, so then your own hands are free to work or to see for you. I want you to notice a couple more things about it before I demonstrate how it's used. If you look at the top inside of each of the extended arms, you'll notice there's a U-shape hooked. And when you put the bags in it, those hooks, you can pull them apart just a little bit, are going to hold the bags in place. The other thing I want you to notice about it is if you grab those hooks and pull upward, this bag holder can now hold, instead of just like a quart-sized freezer bag, now it can hold a gallon-sized freezer bag very easily. So you can adjust it for whatever size you need. I'm going to use a small bag, so I'm putting these back down to their default position. Now I'm going to demonstrate to you just how this bag holder works. I'm going to take a resealable bag. I recommend you use the freezer thickness of bag because the storage bags and the sandwich bags are really too thin. The handles can't really hold them up well, but the freezer bags work perfectly. So I'm going to open up my quart-size freezer bag, and I'm going to locate with my right hand where the center of the left resealable part of the zipper is. Then I'm going to find the left arm of my bag holder, and I'm going to slide that center portion up underneath that hook, and it's to make sure it's pretty snug in there. Now I'm going to find the center right of the resealable zipper, and I'm going to find the right bag holder arm, and I'm going to slide the right one into the right arm. And now if I check, it's being held open for me at a nice angle, and I'm checking to make sure that it is secure, and I don't see any chance, even as I start filling this bag, that it will not be held firmly in place and firmly open for me. So that way, whenever I'm putting anything into this bag, now both of my hands are freed up for me to see or work as I need to, and I don't need to hold this bag open. It's really very clever, quite ingenious. Now let's say I've got a bunch of small pieces of food, say such as cherry tomatoes or grated cheese. Now I've got my 2 hands to work to get the food into the bag, and I don't have to use one hand to hold the bag open awkwardly while I try and do a million little trips with my other hand to get the food in there. I'm not putting food in there this time, but I do have something I want to go in there, and these are kitchen organizer guides. I don't need these right now, but I do expect that I'll need them in the future, and I'm going to want them to be where I can find them and all in the same place. So I'm using one hand to find the open bag for me. There it is, being nicely held open. And I'm going to drop these pieces inside this bag, as many as I need. Now that I've got everything I want in that bag, I'm now going to go to the left side and slide the zipper down off the left arm. And now I'm sliding the zipper down off the right arm. Now I'm holding the bag in my hands and I'm going to zip it up because I have everything in that bag that I need right now. That way, if I need to, I can go to the freezer and just drop it in, or I can go to the produce drawer and just drop it in, or maybe in my kitchen drawer if that's where I need to store things. Just so I know that everything I want in this bag is sealed and it's where I can locate it again when I need it. Caring for your bag holder is easy. It's made of a very sturdy plastic, so all you have to do is wipe it clean and make sure it's clean and dry when you put it away. You'll probably want to fold the arms back down when you go to store it, because that way it can fit in any drawer or cupboard. Thank you for visiting the Blind Kitchen. We're glad you stopped by, and we hope you like your extra pair of hands. Until next time, happy cooking.
She smiles towards the camera. Fade to black. The Blind Kitchen logo appears. Fade to black. Neo Creative Productions logo appears. The logo fades to black.